What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. Today we're actually going to be reviewing the new set Dawn of Majesty, which literally just came out, I guess, August 13th. Okay, well, it's the sneak peek, so you can get some of the cards really early, and everything about the set just got announced, so let's dive right into it. We've got some few cards that I don't even know. I don't even know what Arrow Pix 3 is. Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. I think this is a Despia card, if I recall correctly. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, not necessarily Despia, but you get the point. Branded is the new, like, sub-archetype of the Despian, like, Fallon of Albaz cards, so this card is definitely not too bad. I kind of like it. And then some alien cards, though. I think this is the Link 3 monster. Oh no, never mind, but I'm pretty sure there is a Link 3 alien, which is, I think, a good card. I don't know what this is, maybe the level 2 fusion tuner. Yeah, this is actually a really good card for the Retort fusion, or now in the TCG, the new name is Ready Fusion. Spell card, which is very similar to Instant Fusion, and this is a monster that you can summon, so vanilla tuner, kind of just like a Sea Monster of Theseus, which is pretty nice. What else do we have? Arrive in Light, Baby Mud Dragon. This card is cute. There is a play that you can do with it and Needle Fiber. I'm going to explain it briefly. Basically, Needle Fiber can summon this from your deck, and then during your opponent's turn, you can tag out the Needle Fiber for like Formula Synchron, Shooting Riser, whatever, and then you can quick sync immediately with this card, because even though it is a tuner monster, as you can clearly see, it has a passive effect where if this card you control is used as a synchro material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. So you can technically use two tuner monsters to make a synchro, because this is like a tuner and non-tuner at the same time if you want to, which is really, really cool. And it has another pretty irrelevant effect that I don't think people are going to be using too much, and I don't think this will be played in Dragon Link decks whatsoever. Beast King Unleash is a trap card that kind of reminds me a bit of Zoo King Alpha, well, Alpha the Master of Beast or whatever the name is, but it's not like super good. It's kind of like a Mech Knight card in a way. Once per turn at the start of the damage step, your monster battles an opponent's monster in the same column. You can return your monster and any other card in its column to the hand, so it's kind of like a battle trap. It's a bit slow. I don't know. It's not once per turn, and it's a continuous trap, so it's pretty nice, but unless you're playing this with like Shifty Boy and stuff, it's just not ideal. Beat Trooper cards. Alright, this is the brand new TCG exclusive. I think it got confirmation that it'll get more support in the next set, like 7 new cards or something like that. The Link 3 is pretty good. The field spell's pretty nice. This is the level 3 that summons the same copy of itself from the deck. Which is pretty cool, just not like broken or anything. Like, you're not making multiple negates with these cards, which is kind of the issue, I guess you can say, because right now the game is basically how many negates can you put up. If you don't put enough negates, you get OTK'd. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's just the sad reality of right now, I guess. What even is this? Like, more support for... Oh, wow. Oh, that's actually so cute. See, I literally had no idea about some of these cards, so it's actually pretty interesting that we're looking through them right now. Alright, the Chronomaly cards, they're also not great, unfortunately. This is like a semi-generic Xyz monster that you can make in Cyber Dragons, I guess. It's rank 5 Light Machine Xyz, and it does have a quick effect that allows you to negate monster effects, but why would you make this over like Nova and Infinity? That's the issue, so it's not like great. And the Chronomaly cards, they're okay, but they're definitely not broken. I mean, this is like a Lone Fire Blossom, but like, really, I feel like the flaws of the deck are kind of just obvious. Like, you don't really have enough juice cards or extenders, and you're never doing anything broken. You're just trading 1-for-1, or you're going like normal summon, search, and then you're passing turn because you don't have a lot of cards that just do a lot of aggressive things. So the deck is just not fantastic. Majesty. Alright, this is, I think, the debut of the Majesty cards. This is the only, like, main deck monster, and as you can clearly tell, it doesn't actually do anything. There's, like, one monster with a bunch of spell cards and, like, a fusion, a link monster, etc., which is kind of cool. This is a DDD card, but not like D/D/D. So if you control a face-up monster that was ritual summoned using a normal monster, or a fusion, synchro, or Xyz, or link monster using a normal monster's material, you can target one card on the field, banish it. So even if you use like a monster that was used by using like a token, for example, I think it's still going to work, and it's not once per turn, and it's a normal trap card that is like trap checkable, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's decent. It banishes, it doesn't target, so it doesn't destroy, but it does target, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Daigusto, alright. More Gusto support, not that it really matters because it's not like super insane, but yeah. Alright, Despia cards. A lot of people are super hyped for this archetype. I guess I can understand that some of the cards are pretty nice. Like, this allows you to fuse without using, like, polymerization and stuff. It's a field spell, so immediately you know that you can play an additional copy of it. And it has another effect that allows you to revive back monsters from your grave. Some people have tried experimenting with, like, Agents and Dark Lords with the Despia cards, or, like, Shadalds, Invoked, and stuff like that. So definitely a few things that you can't do with the Despia cards. So definitely take a look at them. And then whatever this is, I don't even know what this is, a Dino Wrestler monster. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, see, alright, you can revive back Pancratops, but every time we look at a Dino Wrestler monster, we're always like, okay, unless it can, like, search Pancratops, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, come on, like, Pancratops was broken, and then everything else after that is just like, yeah, I don't know. Alright, Doom Bear what even is this? A lot of just random generic cards, I guess you can say. Usually they're just not like super fantastic. This Zombie Tuner, I know a lot of people were like, oh, this card could be nice in Zombie. You can banish it and then like trigger the effect to like get it back or something like that. And it kind of does something, but it's not like a good, like super good something. The Gizmek cards, alright, literally everything that we didn't have before, like all the levels, because there's like a Gizmek for literally every level out there, like all the attributes and stuff. Well, I mean, not every level. I think the highest level is like Gizmek Kaku, the level 9 Gizmek Mikazuchi, that's the original name. But yeah, as you can clearly tell, they have like different attributes, different levels. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a cohesive strategy that you can play, like, as a deck, but it's interesting to see that there are some new Gizmek cards out there. Glacial Aquamador. Aquamador, by the way, got, like, so many forms of it. It's actually so cool, but it's not good. Gookie Finishing Move. This is a new card that you can search in your Gookie deck. It's just not a really good one. Apart from that, Guncan, blah blah blah, Gusto Vidir, another Gusto card, Jar of Generosity. This card is great if you enjoy losing cards. So yeah, this is a troll card. Obviously, there's no reason to play this. Life to Win at Sunny Snitch. This card is good, but it's not gonna immediately make Life to Win or Evil to Win, whatever, much better out of nowhere. We still have to wait for the Link 4 monster, which is coming out in Burst of Destiny. I think this is the set with like Flunderies and Jan. So the format is just gonna be like super disgusting by then. Alright, the Magic cards as well. Decent, just not a broken archetype whatsoever. Apart from that, Pendulum Treasure. Oh my god, Pendulum, let's go! Add one Pendulum monster from your deck, but not to your hand, to your extra deck face up, and it's once per turn. So you're not really doing too much because the Pendulum monsters, I mean, you don't really get advantage by just... It's almost like a Foolish Burial, but worse. Foolish Burial for Pendulum would be better because Dark Worm at least is a +1, so yeah, but this is just not good. This is what people consider to be probably the best card in the set. So pay 1000 life points, special summon 1 level 6 or lower non-effect, so vanilla monster, fusion monster from your extra deck, but it cannot attack. Also destroy during the end phase. This is treated as fusion summon, so it is a proper summon, meaning that after that, when it's sent to the grave, you can Monster Reborn to bring it back, and you can only activate 1 ready fusion per turn. So this is cool at just getting some free extenders. Could be a dragon extender for your Guard Dragon plays, could be a tuner monster so you can make Needle Fiber, could be pretty much kind of just anything. It's just not a +1, and it's also a non-effect monster, so I think the existence of Ready Fusion might just be the nail on the coffin for instant fusion, might actually just ban the card straight up. And I also believe that this will make Thunder Dragons infinitely more viable because Kaminari Attack is a Thunder monster, so you can summon that and then banish it as well as a Thunder Dragon monster from your hand in order to summon Titan and trigger whichever Thunder monster that you banished. So it's actually really nice. It's really cool also to see that Gizmeks are not just random main deck monsters, but they're almost becoming like almost like an archetype, but it's not really an archetype because it never really says you can add 1 Gizmek monster from your deck to your hand. It says you can add 1 you can add 1 machine monster whose attack is the same as a defense, because if you were able to notice, the Gizmek monsters, they always have the exact same attack and defense stat, which is cool, but it's not broken like I said. Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. is a cool card, but you have to be playing a really bad card to make it good. Majestic Dragon is not really the card that we're referring to right now. We're actually talking about something else, which is the new kind of Majestic Dragon that special summons a dragon from the deck, so it's kind of nice. You can special summon Brotor, get a Levineer and stuff like that, but you have to play some kind of sketchy cards in order to get there. Spriggans. Alright, people keep telling me that this archetype has a lot of synergy. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can return one Spriggan Xyz monster you control to the extra deck, then apply one of these effects, negate that activated effect. So you can negate just anything, like Lightning Storm, Dust, or whatever, or special summon one level 8 monster from your grave. If a face-up Xyz monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, so including its own, you can make all monsters your opponent control lose 1000 attack until the end of the turn. You can only use each effect once per turn. It's actually pretty cool. So I don't know if Spriggans are just gonna be like much better because of this card. Maybe it's searchable. I know their field spell is really nice. It special summons like an Xyz monster directly from your extra deck, which is really cool, but I don't know. Alright, this is the Starlight of the set, because Konami started doing that, I think with like DD Crow or Valor. I actually completely forgot, but it was just a staple, and they were like, there was always going to be one staple reprinted as a Starlight rare in every single set. So Stardust Dragon is the Starlight of today, of this set, and we've got some more Starlight cards. Really cool card. This is like a Foolish Burial, and it does a little bit more if you're also playing the Stardust package on top. Alright, Stardust Synchro is actually a bomb, and this card is a secret rare. Look at this. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can tribute one monster, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Synchros, so you can't really use this to make like Needle Fiber very conveniently. And if it's normal or special, you can add one spell or trap from your hand that specifically lists Stardust Dragon in its text. You can only use each effect of Stardust Synchron once per turn, and it's a Light Machine level 4 tuner, so it actually has some nice synergy, I want to say, with Cyber Dragons. You can make Shen now in Cyber Dragons. It's just not like super broken like I keep saying, but yeah, Stardust Synchron, kind of cool card. Stardust Trail, I think this is another really cool card. If a monster you control is tributed, and I don't know if you remember, but Stardust Synchron has an effect to tribute a monster from your field to summon it from the hand or grave. You can special summon this card from your hand or grave, but banish it will leave the field, and it's a level 4 dragon. This is a dragon. Okay, yeah, you can't see. It's a dragon. Yeah, alright. And it's gonna be summoning tokens. Even the tokens are dragons. Alright, Pisty Shenanigans. I was gonna say LP Shenanigans, but Pisty. Not really broken, yeah, but yeah, Pisty Shenanigans maybe. Alright, Stellar Wind Wolf Ravel. I have no idea what this card is. Yeah, it's like the Baby Nibiru. I mean, if you can find a way to randomly make it gain a lot of attack, this is going to be a pretty nasty effect, and it's a level 9 Synchro, kind of generic, so Virtual World might very well be the only deck that could be playing this. Once per turn, yeah, you can shuffle both this card and all monsters your opponent controls into the deck, but it has to have at least 4000 attack, and it starts with 25, and gains 300 attack every time a monster effect is activated. It includes your own monster effects, so it's decent. The effect is obviously kind of insta-win if you can resolve it, but I don't know. It's kind of asking for too much. Synchro Overtake is easily one of the best cards in the set. Easily, by a landslide. This card is amazing. Reveal one Synchro monster in your extra deck. Choose one of the Synchro monsters whose name is specifically listed on the card. Either add it to your hand or special summon that monster from your deck or graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except Synchro monsters. You can only activate one Synchro Overtake per turn. I don't really like the fact that it says during the turn you activate this card. Would have been better if it said for the rest of the turn, but it's not the end of the world, I guess I want to say. Obviously, it's a secret rare because it's pretty nice. And the Iris Sword Soul, okay, some people are kind of crazy and say this is the best card in the set. I couldn't disagree more. I don't think this card is going to have some form of impact on in the game. As a matter of fact, even though this is a Jian card, it's a Sword Soul, so Sword Soul is Jian, it's not inherently good in the deck. Like, yeah, sure, it's searchable, but it's like rarely usable turn 0. Like when you're going second as a hand trap, it's not that great. So I don't know. Like it's a cool card. It's a spellcaster, so it's a decent Magician Souls target. You don't really have to play Fleur and Apprentice Illusion Magician anymore, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm a super big fan of this card. It's good, but it's not like fantastic or anything. Trickstar Festival is actually hilarious. The card is not good at all. Pretty sure, yeah, you're locked under Trickstar monsters. Like, who cares if you summon 2 tokens? It's so bad. It's not a good card at all. And I actually do not know what this card is. Wow, rank 7 monster that I don't think I've heard about before. Once per turn, you can detach 2 materials from this card, then target 1 face-up card on the field, destroy it. And if you destroy the monster, you can make 1 face-up monster you control gain attack equal to this destroyed monster's original level / rank multiplied by 300 until the end of the next turn. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect, and it becomes a quick effect if you have a dragon as a material, but it cannot be activated during the damage step. And the reason why this is important is because it does have an effect that makes it gain attack. So if it didn't specify this, it would have been usable during the damage step, and it would have kind of been a bit nutty. But I don't think it changes that much. If Dragon Rulers ever get unbanned, this is going to be a great card, so definitely don't sleep on this card. Volofernij, the Darkest Dragon Doom Rider, yes. But yeah, overall, what do I think of this set? Oh, there's actually one final card that I kind of wanted to talk about. This card can be used to ritual summon any ritual monster from your deck. Any ritual summon any ritual monster from your deck. You must also tribute normal monsters from your hand whose total level equal to the level of the ritual monsters you ritual summon. Shuffle that ritual monster into the deck during your opponent's end phase. You can only activate 1 per turn. So you have to tribute normal summons from your hand, normal monsters from your hand. So unless you're tributing Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand to summon Chaos Max from your deck, this is usually not super great, but there should be some nice combos that you could be doing probably with this in the Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this, I guess, just a review of all these cards. What do I think of this set? Do I think it's a good set? Do I think it's a set you should be investing your money in? I don't think it's a money set. I don't think it's a meta impactful set. I think it's just a kind of like a baby transition set, because we had a good set last time, I think. Did I actually kind of forgot? Oh yeah, the set with like Mu, Beta, Fafnir, and Diviner of the Heralds, of course. So last set was overpowered. This set is not good. It's not a good set. It's definitely not a good set. Saying that it's a good set would be a lie. And the next set is overpowered. So it actually makes sense that this set is not a good set. It's not like it was something wrong or something that I think Konami messed up. I don't think Konami messed up by making the set bad, because if every set is broken and just unfair, then what do you want me to say? I mean, it's just the power creep is just gonna be so real that every single time there's a new set, you have to throw away your old deck to the garbage because it's unplayable. And yeah, so whatever. If you want to make some money off of this set, unless you really are lucky at unboxing cards, which I'm not, I kind of would stay away from this one, because the secret rares aren't like super chase cards. It's not like people would really need 3 Iris, the Sword Soul, whatever in their deck no, definitely not. The Stardust cards, neither, and I don't know, the other cards are just not broken. Even Ready Fusion isn't like, just, it's not insane. It's a good card, but it's not a great card. Instant Fusion, otherwise, is a better card, but it doesn't see as much play, so you definitely understand what I'm trying to say here. But that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys were able to enjoy, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.